I was going to be an auditor. And what happened is, during my time that I was finishing student hat, our Div 6 supervisor...
Okay, so which is the supervisor for the new public?
Yeah, for the new public.
Basic courses, not the high-level stuff, but the introductory courses that people do.
Yeah.
The Success Through Communications course, the How to Improve Relations with Others
courses that I used to do when I was a kid.
Yeah.
That brand new people do when they first come in.
And that's all in Division 6, which is the public divisions, which is new people. So, so the supervisor for that area...
Yeah, so her certificate, she had done a course that gave her a temporary 1-year certificate.
Okay. And it ran out.
And it ran out. Or was going to run out.
And in that year, they couldn't manage to get her to train on the stuff that was going to make it permanent.
No, they could not. And nobody could. So my tip, my...
Technical individual program?
The
list of things you were going to do.
The list of courses I was going to study to become an auditor got changed.
Right.
To now becoming a Div 6 supervisor.
Right.
And then I did the exact same course that gave me a 1-year...
Right, but since you were somebody new doing it, because she couldn't do it again
she
to
could
get
not
another
do it
year.
Again. Yeah, you're not allowed to do it.
Yeah, they're going to follow that policy.
Yeah.
Right, maximum inconvenience.
Yeah, seriously.
So they have to find some other schlep to do that 1-year course.
Yeah.
And was the idea that you were going to do that and then she was going to go train on the more permanent stuff? Or
the idea that there was somebody already in training for that position.
Okay.
That was at Flag already.
Okay. So you were supposed to get replaced out on this.
Yeah.
This was supposed to be
so
a temporary
I was like, fine,
move.
I'll do it for now. I'll help out.
Yeah.
So I did the course, and I started supervising, and me and one of my friends took over the course room. And he was whatever the direct guy above the course supervisor is, but he was like the department head or whatever. But
okay, so like the director of public services or something.
Something like that, yeah. So between the two of us, we actually rocked it. We got a ton of new guys in. I would fill up the course room. People were loving courses. Kids were coming in. I was getting people singing "We Love Scientology" during graduation and things like that.
Wow.
So we were killing it. And then he got sent to Flag for training. And I was supposed to do all the work, and it just...
Yeah, because that's what you do when things are going really well, is you change everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, that is so what they do in that organization.
We had a mission come in and change a whole bunch of stuff
around. The Sea Org ordered that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big surprise.
Yeah, shocker, right? So we lost
half... The Sea organization came in and messed things up? That's insane.
We lost half the people in that division, and then I just had no time to call the students. I had no time to work with the students. I had no time to do anything, and just... It started dwindling and dwindling and dwindling. Right. And then we got to the point where my 1 year was going to run out. And I reapplied for Flag. And we trained somebody else.
Okay.
But then I wasn't allowed to supervise anymore.
Right.
But I was still in the division and I still helped out.
Yeah.
And I was still considered a supervisor or whatever. But I could do word clearing. I could help. I could call. I could...
Right. Do everything except stand there and supervise.
Yeah, pretty much. And then I reapplied for Flag, and then that was it. I kind of went...
Did they accept you?
They finally accepted me.
So a year had passed.
I told them I hadn't spoken to this guy.
Yeah, now look, I'm not even saying hi anymore.
Yeah. And so, before I knew it...
Oh, okay, good. Then you were...
Yeah. Oh, awesome. I think Flag was desperate. I must have hit them on the week where they were low on... new arrivals or something. Yeah. And so they approved it, and I had to reg my own money for a flight.
Reg meaning you had to do a sales job.
I had to do a sales job, yeah.
Yeah, you had to get somebody to give you money so you could get to Flag.
Yeah, because I had no money.
Because the organization, the London organization, was too broke to be able to afford a plane ticket to send its own staff member to Clearwater.
So on average, I was probably getting paid... This is average. So most of the time I'd get £0 per week. I wouldn't even get paid.
Wow.
But I'd sometimes make 5, sometimes make 10. And 10 pounds gets you...
Like a hamburger?
Like a couple of meals. It doesn't even pay for your ticket, you know? Right. So most of us were working...
How are you affording to go?
My parents were helping with it.
Okay.
And then I was trying to work some little jobs here and there on the evenings and weekends. But
wow.
My parents paid for my train tickets, and I was living with them, and that was really the only way I was still alive.
They were basically just supporting you so you could be a staff member.
Yep.
That is so common. My first 2 years, especially my first year as a staff member, I was 17, just turned 18, and I was right out of high school just like you, and my parents totally or supporting me
Yeah,
to be
I
on
mean,
staff.
I couldn't
you
do
know?
anything else.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't have enough time to get another job that would make enough, and so
Yeah.
that's what I did. And thankfully, they paid for my train tickets and all that stuff, and my food, and
I actually moved out of home
yeah,
and went and lived in Santa Barbara, and I think I was living in the Org.
yeah,
I mean, it was an old hotel.
yeah,
So they had all these rooms,
Yeah.
you know. So I think I was living there, or I was living in somebody's, house or something, some other staff member.
yeah,
But it was the same drill, And eventually, thank God I had some clerical skills, so I finally got another job.
yeah,
But they sell you on this whole thing. Oh yeah, you'll get paid, and it'll be great, and we get paid commensurate with our work.
Yeah.
And so we just have to work hard.
Essentially, the
and-
harder we work, the more we'll get paid.
Right.
Blah blah blah. And
It's a whole sales job.
yeah, and I think the most I ever got paid on a week where I say stole, but we pretty much stole this money from this old lady, who wanted to go clear. She wanted to receive auditing, but she was kind of going
We'll see now.
senile, and I think we got like 50,000 pounds from her that week, and so that was big for us, you
Right.
know.
Big week.
Yeah, and we all got like 100 pounds. I was like, yay! We had so much debt to pay off and all that stuff.
Because the staff in a Scientology organization, every post, every job has a certain number of units assigned to it.
Right.
And let's say, his job has 2 units assigned to it, and an executive might have 4 units assigned to him, whereas the janitor might have 1, right? Every job has a different number of units depending on its responsibility and its duties. At the end of the week, the organization has made, 3,000 pounds, and a third of that is cut out, or whatever the percentage is cut out, and that's the staff pay sum. So that amount, let's say the total units for all the jobs in the organization are 100 units, we'll just say. So you take, your 3,000 pounds, and if the total thing was 3,000, then maybe 1,000 is for the staff pay, divided by 100. So every unit is,
Whatever it is,
10
yeah.
pounds.
Yeah.
So if you got 2 units that week, you're making 20 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And so it totally depends on how much income that week has been made, and that's how staff in Scientology organizations are paid.
Yeah, and sometimes we brought in next to no money, or
Right.
not enough money to cover our bills and our wages, so we didn't get paid.
That's right.
A lot of the time we didn't get paid.
Yeah, because if you're not paying for keep the lights on,
Yeah,
there is no third to cut out for the staff pay.
yeah,
Staff pay is always optional.
yeah,
Paying the lights isn't.
right.
So, got to keep the lights on.
Exactly.
Yep.
So,
And this is an ideal organization.
This
You're
is-
in the big time now.
big, fancy, beautiful.
Chairman of the board is cut the ribbon.
Yeah.
Big fanfare. This
Yeah.
is like supposed to be the most wonderful place in Scientology.
And we pretty much sucked at everything apart from book sales. We were great at doing book sales because we'd
Out
go
on
out
the street.
Yeah,
Street
out on
book
the street.
sales.
We had a lot of young cute guys, a lot of young cute girls, and we'd be pretty good at stress testing and selling books and all that stuff. So we'd
Yeah.
win the bookathons and all that
Yes.
stuff.
Yes.
So
Sort of inter-org competitions.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, London. Woo, selling those books.
Yay.
Get the gold shoot crew out there
Exactly.
shooting you guys selling books.
Yeah, exactly.
But those gold shoot crews stay the hell away from the course room.
Well, we'd know when they'd come, so we would specifically plan as many people to come in during this specific hour, or steal staff members or public from upstairs course room to try to make it look full. And then everybody would then move to the next floor, and we would do the same thing, and then the next floor, and we'd do the same thing.
What did you think about that as a staff member?
I would always, so I was very gung-ho, right? I'd be like, yeah, let's make it look very cool. But deep in the back of my head, I would always go, so is this really what they're doing for every org around the planet?
Mm-hmm.
Or are they just doing this at ours?
Did you ever ask anybody about that or ever utter anything about that?
No, I didn't,
It's just in your head.
because it's J&D, right? It's joking and degrading, which
Right.
is another great term.
Right. It's another thought-stopping term.
Thought-stopping term, yeah. J&D is like anything that's considered bad or making fun of Scientology, right?
That's right. Any humorous remarks that are made in a critical way
Yeah.
about Scientology. And there's actually L. Ron Hubbard wrote an issue called Joking and Degrading. And he says sense of humor is great, but...
Yeah.
And then he goes on to illustrate why it is that it's unacceptable in Scientology to make fun of any part of what's going on in any way. If you do that, you're degrading, and that's actually psychotic.
Yeah.
And so you can't...
Yeah. So me asking a question like that would mean that I'm trying to degrade Scientology, or that I'm a critical thinker.
Yes.
That I'm seeing the wrong out of something as opposed to the positiveness of something, I guess.
Because everything's supposed to be butterflies and unicorns.
Because critical is a bad thing in Scientology.
That's right.
So